Alright, after setting up our scene here, let's make a new game object. This one's going to be empty. It's just going to hold some scripts in the scene so we can see them and work around. I know some people might want to do static scripts and things, but I like seeing scripts on the actual object in the scene. It just helps me. I'm going to name this script BattleMaster. You can name it whatever. So of course after making it, edit it. So open it up in Visual Studio there, and now we're going to clean it up a bit. We're not going to need these functions here, so just erase them. It's going to be a nice and clean start. So what we are going to do instead is make a list, and we're just going to make this list public for now. Later on we can make it private, but I just kind of want to see it in the inspector real easily. Additionally, we're going to make this a list of game objects. We're going to change that, but we're just going to do game objects now because I find that's easiest for people to understand, and then switching it later. Now we're just going to make a public function that's going to allow other scripts to add themselves onto this list whenever we want them to. So go ahead and make this pass game object, so we'll change it in a bit, but right now we'll keep it as, and we're just going to add that game object to the list there. So that's just the name of our list.add and then our game object. What I also like to do then is to check to make sure the list doesn't have it before adding it. So I just add in this, it's kind of like a null check, it's just a safety check to make sure we don't get duplicates in the list itself. So once we get that all sorted, we're going to go back to our team script here, and we're going to call into that function. We're going to use some dirty find object of type in our start here. We can clean that up later, but right now this will be sufficient. Basically, all of our actors are just going to find the BattleMaster, and then they're going to add themselves to the BattleMaster's list right at the beginning of, well, the battle. So if it all works out, what we can do now is run it. So check our work. What should happen is they should populate into our public list. We see both of them there, so it's working. Way to go. Let's go back to our team now, because now we need a way to determine who's going to go first. So we're just going to add a public int called agility here. We can clean this up later as well, but we just need this for testing purposes. So don't forget then to go to your teams and assign the agility. Make sure they have different numbers. Okay, now based on those agility integers that we gave the team members, we're going to sort the list based on agility. Basically, the higher the agility an actor has, well, they're going to go first. To make that easy, we're going to now change that game object list. We're just going to replace game object with team. You'll see it populate there. We're also got to change our parameter to passing in a team. And now we can use our all actor sort function there, and we can just compare the agilities that are right on that team script. Once we got that going for ourselves, we're just going to add in the update a key code, the spacebar, to test the sorting and make sure it's working. So we're going to sort the list, but now we need something that we're missing. We're going to need a private team variable. This is just going to keep track of whose turn is to go next. Basically, it's going to be the person who has the highest agility on the list. They're going to go next. So we got to put that in script. That's going to be private. And now after we sort, we're going to make the private actor the first one in the sort. I'm just going to zoom in my code here so you could check your code against mine. Make sure that you've fixed all the changes, the list. There shouldn't be any red squigglies. And now we got to go to our team script, and then we could revise that as well. We don't do this game object, we just do this. Go to your upper right corner in your component window, turn on debug mode. It looks like a little lock icon. And that way we can see private variables when we hit play. So as you see here, we'll have the two actors, and the current actor is going to be empty until we hit spacebar, and then it populates. Now we have a way to determine who goes next.